What's going on, everybody? Welcome into week 2 of the Unks Week in Review. I got myself, Jimmy the Unk. We got Cito.
Yo.
PJ.
What up?
Christopher.
Hello.
And AJ. I'm not sure if you're there. Are you there?
No, I'm here. Yo, what's up?
There he is. I think Tubbs said he's going to join us a little later. The one thing you're going to realize about this stream and what we do is we all got lives outside of here. So we are going to try to make it as efficient as possible. I know sometimes we got football, myself and PJ, so sometimes it might run a little late on Tuesdays, but we will let you know before that happens. Anyways, how's everybody doing?
Good.
All right,
Good.
glad to hear it. It is a balmy, 87 degrees in central New York, finally. It's not raining, thank God, which is all it has seemed to do. So listen, tonight we're going to talk about the Rams schedule, which we didn't touch on last week. We are going to talk about the Bills schedule. We got Pro Football Focus's top players at their positions. We're just going to go to offense this week, defense next week. I think we got a little entertainment stuff we're going to talk about. PJ, did you finally finish The Last of Us, I hope?
Yeah. I think there's another one, isn't there?
There was some hesitation in that. I don't know how I feel about that.
The last one I watched is where she is she was with a girl and she was pregnant.
Oh yeah, he's still got ways to go.
Yeah, he got a while ago.
He's got a little bit to go still.
No, I'll tell you right now what episode I'm on. I'll tell you right now. Hold on. But you can I'll go back.
So all right, let's
stop.
Pete, find out what episode you're on. We are going to jump right into the schedule. Cito, you're up first with the LA Rams. I cannot wait to hear this, being a Niners fan, so let's see how this goes. To everyone watching, thanks for being here. Thanks for joining in. So, Cito, right off the rip, not an easy game to start with. Actually, your first 3 weeks are a little interesting. The second week, I don't think you guys will have a problem. But going off, first game, Houston Texans.
I'm hoping Fisk and Verse go off. I think we're going to take it.
Okay. So you got the Texans taking them out. So there's one win. Titans, week 2, which is what I think is probably a gimme right now.
I'm not even going to answer that one.
All right, so we're going to go automatically with 2 right there off the rip. Now here we go. Now the debate can begin.
I think we lose.
You are going to Philadelphia.
That's why I think we lose, because we're in Philly.
Okay. Christopher, what do you think about that? I don't remember what you said last week.
Wait, hold on.
I think he said they lose. Lose.
No, we lose that game.
Okay.
I did say we're going to lose the game.
All right. So
I did say we're going to have a slow start to the season, and the Rams are going to. They're really good.
There's our first toss-up game amongst each other, I guess. So each fan, Eagles fan, Christopher saying that they will lose, and Cito being the diehard Rams fan saying they will lose. So that's interesting. We'll have to revisit that in week 3.
Let me know that I'm a diehard Eagles fan.
Diehard. Week 4.
Check your phone.
I'm mad Tubbs isn't here.
Week 4.
It's Indy.
Week 4, we got Indy. Yep, Indy.
I'm sorry, Tubbs, but you said you guys beat us. We're winning this one. No, you're not winning this one.
I'm going to agree with you on that. And
Which game was it?
The Colts game, actually.
Oh, the Rams are going to obliterate them.
Yeah, I would say they probably crushed them.
The Colts are not. Ugh.
Richardson is nice, but he's got to mature a little bit more.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I'm still not sold on Anthony Richardson. I'm going to be honest with you.
I'm very much not sold on him.
Yeah, I don't.
That's why they got Daniel Jones.
Yeah, the savior, Daniel Jones.
Yes, Danny Dimes, yes.
Danny Dimes. All right, Cito, here we go.
You already know my answer. We're gonna win this one.
All right, so you are going to take third. I think I actually gave this to you. I believe I gave it to you last week too, because I said we're going to split the series, and I had you guys taking our first game. So that's Thursday Night Football, and yes, I will give that to you as well. So let's see, what's that? Week 5. Week 5. You are already
6
at
is the Ravens.
Yes.
We're at 4.
Yes. I have you at 5. 5 and. No, I'm not.
You
Yeah.
think we'd be 5?
I think it'd be 5 and 1
Eagles game
going
is
there.
tough.
Or no, maybe 5 and 0. I would say 5 and 0. Yeah. Ravens. I definitely don't see you guys beating the Ravens at the Ravens.
We lose.
Yep.
We lose. I think we lose in Baltimore as well.
Okay. Jaguars. You're going there, which I think Jaguars are a wash.
We're going to London. We're going to
London. Oh, overseas.
London. I think we lose in London.
Really? That's like home turf for them.
Yeah.
Has anybody else noticed that?
Who?
For the Jaguars?
Jacksonville?
Yeah. They seem to play a lot better overseas.
They overseas a lot.
They might as well be the new London team. The London Jaguars or something of that nature. The Saints, which I think we talked about last week. Cito, you weren't able to join us.
It's week 9. Because we'll get a bye.
Yeah, bye week. We did say last week that we do not see the Saints winning probably more than 1 or 2 games. Sorry, Chris.
Saints? Yeah, absolutely.
If you're
Over under 3 wins for the Saints.
sorry to Mr. Christopher's barber, Chris, who is a big Saints fan. Sorry, but they're gonna stink. David Carr absolutely destroyed that team for this year.
You said David Carr or Derek Carr?
Derek Carr. Sorry.
Because David Carr played a long time ago. I mean, he's
they're both just as bad, so it doesn't really matter. All right, here it is.
Might be a little better than Jimmy G though.
Excuse me. Do we have to keep? You have to keep going back to the Niners. Is that what we need to do?
David Carr did go further in his NFL career than Trey Lance did. So
That's fine. And the Eagles were awful relevant before they won their first Super Bowl. Anyways,
what was that?
Huh?
What was that?
San Francisco 49ers. San Francisco 49ers.
This is where I agree, and I split it, and I would think we lose this one because we seem to split them every year.
Yes. Seahawks. I believe you go there and you beat the Seahawks.
I do too.
Tampa Bay.
I think we take it out in Tampa as well.
Who do you still have a quarterback?
Matthew Stafford.
Stafford.
Stafford's still there slinging it, and he got Devontae Adams now, so that could be a key addition to them. But they did lose Cup, so I guess we will see.
They're going to. Oh no, they did already.
Yeah, they did already. You're actually at home, Cito. That is a primetime game for you guys against Tampa Bay.
I still think we lose to Tampa. I still think we lose.
Yeah, Tampa's good. Tampa's good.
Yeah, Tampa's good.
At Carolina, you guys should trounce Carolina.
Yeah, we win.
I actually have a tidbit on Carolina later. Just remind me.
Oh,
before
okay.
We go on to the next.
All right. Cito, am I wrong in saying 7 right now? 7 wins currently going into the Cardinals? Okay.
No, you're right.
All right. So Cardinals, I think at the Cardinals, I want to say that this is the one you're going to drop to the Cardinals. I think the Cardinals again are a much improved team this year.
I think we sweep the Cardinals this year.
Okay.
I'm hoping we do.
Listen, it's your team.
I'm going to take a W. I'm going to take a W.
You're allowed to think how you feel. Going to Lions at home on December 14th.
We've lost to them. I think we're 1-5 against Detroit. McVay is, and I think all of our losses have been away.
So interesting. I don't know if anyone else saw this today, but Glasgow announced his retirement, which is a big hit. And I'll tell you why. Coming from playing as long as I did, coaching as long as I have with the line, the center is the anchor of that line when it comes to the call outs, blocking assignments, all that kind of stuff. So losing your veteran center this close to the start of the season, yes, I know we're just in June. However, preseason is 2 months away. That's big. That's big.
Yeah.
That's hard to, the relationship a quarterback has with a center it's hard to replace that quickly. So that'll be interesting. So I don't know how I feel about that, but going into, I mean, that's December 14th. You would think that they rectified the problem by then. At Seattle the week after.
We're gonna beat Seattle twice again this year too. We're gonna beat them twice.
Okay.
I think we're gonna win the last three.
Okay.
Atlanta and Arizona again.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're 11-6. That's what I think.
11-6. You know what? That's not bad. I will actually give you 11-6.
It was the Detroit game is a toss up for me. That's why I was telling you guys earlier. Like I could be 12-5 or 11-6. I'm not. I don't know. I had that we were gonna lose to Detroit. But so 11-6. I'll say 11-6.
11-6
Either way,
is not bad. Yeah, I foresee them. They definitely. The West is definitely going to run through the Rams this year. 100%. I do believe
like
that.
It always does. It always does.
Slow it down.
Oh, I forget.
Listen, for losing Donald, those two boys, they're nice.
Yeah, Aaron Donald's just a generational player, though. Like
Verse and Fisk are nice, though.
Yeah. Okay. So that is Cito, what'd you say? 11-6 is what you're going with? 11-6. Okay. Yep. All right. Yeah, I'll agree with that. AJ, you are up, my friend, with I'm sure a lot of people, not in this chat at least. Maybe PJ, but not in this this room are interested to hear. I know a lot of people we know are big Bills fans from where we live. So I'm sure they want to hear your take on what the Buffalo Bills are going to do this year.
I mean, I don't think the schedule is looking too crazy this year. I don't think it's so bad.
I don't think it's terrible.
But I think the Bills we're known for shooting ourselves in our own foot sometimes.
Yes.
Not sometimes, but all the time. So
here's a hell of a way to open the season.
Yeah. Automatically, I think we lose game one. I think we lose.
Game one against the Baltimore Ravens on Sunday Night Football. That is wow. They did not do you any favors with that one.
No, but I think it's going to be a great game. But I think we're going to lose that game.
Okay, so right off the rip, drop that one. Next week, you're at the New York Jets. I think we can all agree that should be a win without issue.
Mm-hmm.
Crap game.
Absolutely.
Oh,
right.
That's your bounce back.
Big Thursday night game against big time rival Miami.
With Miami. I mean, we're known to the last couple of years. We're known to not even think about Miami blowing them out every year. But I think this year we might split one.
Okay.
I mean, if we're at Miami in this one, we'll probably lose this one. But
no, you're home.
Oh no, we're home.
Yep, you're home. You're not at Miami till week 10.
Till week 10. That's right. Yes. Okay. Yeah. No, I think I would take this one.
Okay.
Yeah, Miami's not good. They're not going to be good this year.
No, and I don't think Tyreek is going to be there. So
that is true. Right.
I think they're going to try to get. Okay, so I'm going to give you you're going to take Miami in week 3. Who is that? He's making all kinds of ruckus.
That's my fault. I just grabbed something. My fault.
Here you go. The gimme game that everybody's taking right now. New Orleans. You guys should crush them. This is the interesting ones I think now too. Drake May in year 2 with New England. Vrabel, the new coach, had some success with the Titans. What do you think? They're coming to you on in week 5. It's a Sunday night game.
I think since we're home, we might win this, but I think it's going to be a close game.
Okay.
I think it'll be a toss-up. Maybe they're even up in the first half, but I think we'll still take that one.
Okay. Atlanta, week 6 in Atlanta for Monday Night Football.
Michael Penix Jr.
Taking over. Kirk Cousins actually has had nothing to do with Atlanta. So that's a big interesting thing we're going to have to address here pretty soon.
Right. I mean, I think we take this one too. Honestly,
Atlanta's not good.
Yeah, I don't think Atlanta's that
it's not
good. And
It's
I
not good at
know
all.
there have been talks of why am I drawing a blank here with the tight end Christopher?
Kyle Pitts is supposed to be traded.
Yes, Kyle Pitts. There we go. Kyle Pitts allegedly is up for trade for the right price. I have seen
He's coming to
several.
Philly.
I don't think he's going to Philly. I have
He's
seen
coming to
several
Philly.
places
Dallas
he's
got
been
her.
linked to. I mean,
Dallas
the
got her in a
Giants.
fourth and a fifth rounder.
Like, yeah, I don't see that happening.
That mid-round pick we got from the 49ers will go to the Falcons.
I love how you managed to pull the 49ers into every take you have.
I'm saying we traded Bryce Huff to you.
Every single take that he has is about the 49ers.
Hold on, the Eagles have 13 picks next year in the draft. So we are definitely going to try to go after some talent this year to try to run it back.
And I think you guys do draft really well. I will give you that.
That's like Madden fantasy draft picks.
Yeah,
that's a lot of draft picks.
Well, here's the thing. We all as fans better hope that he doesn't end up in Washington. That's, I think, the last place anybody wants to see him end up is in Washington.
I don't think he'll go there.
All right, so you're on a bye week after that. Carolina, which we still have to get to with the Grace. He said that he has a nice little tidbit about them. So, AJ, Carolina.
Carolina, I think. Honestly, off of bye week, we should be well rested, should be well ready to go. But honestly, didn't we lose to them this year?
I don't remember. Anybody remember? I'm not sure.
I think we lost. I think this is one of the games we lost.
It might have been a trap game for you guys. And
right, so I say, I say we might lose this one, just because we are who we are.
we are who we thought we were.
Right, we are who we thought we are. Exactly.
Now here's the big one. Kansas City. Now I am on the belief that Kansas City is going to be on a downfall this year. I know it's not a very popular take among some people, but I do think that Kansas City is not going to be the team that we have seen in the past.
Yeah, we all crap on, or we all make fun of Kansas City for they're going to eventually regress, and then all of a sudden they're 16-1 and go to the Super Bowl. It's stupid. I hate them.
I think
they're just there. Yep, right. Absolutely. They're just there, ready.
I just think a lot of people hate them.
And they lost by 5 to Carolina last year.
Yes, that's right. They did.
Ooh, wow. Okay.
Right. I mean, since we're in Kansas City, I think we lose this one.
You're home that week. That week with Kansas City, you're home.
Oh,
you're next
right.
next week, you're away. I think you guys take that one. I'm going to give you guys that one.
I agree.
They only
I
played
agree.
Kansas
Since we're
City
home.
once this year.
Yeah, they only play them once. Well, they're different divisions. So, Miami. This is the one where you're going to Miami.
Yep. Miami 2. This one we're in. We're at there. So I think we'll take it. We'll sweep them this year. We'll sweep them.
I would probably agree with that statement. Big, actually,
I agree too.
Depending on how, I mean, I kind of crapped on Pittsburgh last week, but it all depends on what happens in their quarterback situation. After Miami, you got not an easy run there. You're going to be at home against Tampa Bay.
That's tough. It's November. I mean, Tampa Bay. I mean, it's probably not going to be snowing yet. Ain't going to be no crazy storm yet. It's not even Thanksgiving yet.
You would think, it's Buffalo.
That's true. It is Buffalo. We'll probably lose that one.
Okay.
I think they're going to have a great year this year. Tampa Bay.
Houston is the week after that. You're going to Houston, and I think
we're going to Houston.
I think that Houston's going to be a much better team this year. I think Stroud's going to get out of a slump that he had last year, which everyone thinks that Jaden's going to go through this year.
I agree. Yeah, I think we'll lose 2 in a row. I think we'll lose that one also.
Okay. And then Pitt is the week after that, which
at Pitt too.
Yeah, and I think it really just is going to be about who their quarterback is.
Right.
But again, we also seen. I mean, let's say they do get Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers is not the Aaron Rodgers that we all remember. So,
Yeah, I think we take that one.
all right. Cincinnati. Joe Burrow was slinging it last year. If he can get, any kind of help, that's going to be interesting because the defense did a lot to help them lose games that they should have lost and they didn't.
I agree. None of that last night was his fault.
No.
Last year, I mean.
No.
So yeah, I think we lose this one too.
Okay.
I think Joe Burrow taking that one.
Now you're going to New England the week after that.
New England, yep. I think we take that. I think we're sweeping.
All right, sweeping New England. Okay. Cleveland, I think you guys take that.
Yeah, we take Cleveland.
They don't even know who their quarterback's going to be. Everybody's thinking Shador, which I have a great take on here in a little bit. So, yep, I think you take Cleveland. And you have Philly the week after that, which I think that's going to just be about where Philly's sitting at that point and where you guys are sitting. Philly, I think, has locked up the NFC.
And resting. If you guys are resting people too?
Yes. I think if Philly's resting and you guys are resting, it's just who's got the better backups. If people are still playing, that's going to be tough. And I would actually probably say Philly would take that one.
Yeah, I'd say the same as well.
He was told to go away.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I think at the end of the year, I think they're taking that one though. Anyway, I think they're taking it.
And then I'll give you the Jets. So I mean, you're looking at worst 12-5, at best 13-4. That's a pretty good season. And
it sounds like Buffalo Bills every single year.
yes. Now can you do something with it after that? That's the big question.
True.
I do. So DeGrace, I want to hear. Jimmy, I'm not reading that name. I don't know who made it, but I'm not reading it. Thanks for your follow.
What was the name?
You'll see. You can see it on the replay. I'm not rereading that. Jesus.
That's great.
Jesus Christ. I mean, given my history, probably true. But anyways, Wow. I got nothing for that. All right, DeGrace, save me here, and let us hear what you got to say about Carolina. Right, you said you had something,
right,
so I'd like to hear this.
So this is my analytic brain, and I actually saw this on the internet the other day. Carolina Panthers in the last 10, 15 years have been to the Super Bowl twice. So in 2003, they went to the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
That was the same year that Jennifer Lopez divorced. The year before that, Jennifer Lopez divorced her husband in 2002. Next year,
which one was that?
The Super Bowl.
Do we know which one that was? Was that?
I'm pretty sure that was.
was that Puffy? Is she in
No,
the Puffy trial?
Hold on, let me finish this up. Okay, so in 2002, she divorced Chris Judd. Okay.
Huh?
The year after that, the Carolina Panthers made the Super Bowl. They did lose. But in 2014, she divorced Mark Anthony. 2015 season, Carolina Panthers went to the Super Bowl.
Oh, God.
And I don't know if you're understanding this, but she just divorced Ben Affleck this year. So
no more benefit.
Does that mean that the Carolina Panthers make the Super Bowl this year? Just throwing it out there.
No.
I was just throwing it out there.
That's hysterical.
No. I appreciate your research on this, but no.
I always said the same thing with the Giants and the Yankees.
No.
2008 and 2012 when the Yankees won the Super Bowl, the World Series, the Giants won the Super Bowl.
Yes. I just thought it was really funny, and I feel like I've been waiting to use it all week. I didn't even tell you at work.
I like it. I like that you held on to the content.
I was really ready to break that one out.
I like it. I'm glad you held on it. So the big news today too, real quick. I'm not a big basketball guy. I do got 3 big basketball guys in here. So
A lot of basketball.
you make it to a conference finals and you fire your coach. That doesn't make much sense to me. Cito, you're a Knicks fan. I'll let you start.
There's a ceiling. He hit the ceiling, and there's not much. I don't think he can do anymore for us.
Okay.
Don't get me wrong. Tibbs is a monster coach.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. The Knicks are the Knicks too, though.
Yeah. AJ, how do you feel like about that after they took out the Celtics after Tatum blew out his Achilles? Is that what it was? And then they fired their coach. How does that make you feel?
I mean, I really don't care. No.
Are you happy?
Tibbs is a great coach, and just the way basketball and the NBA is going right now, everything is going younger.
Mm-hmm.
Everything is going more modern. Tibbs is very an old school coach. Just look at the two teams in the finals this year. The average age is 26.
Oh wow!
Both of their coaches are like in the four. I mean, Rick Carlisle's pretty old, but most of the coaches and side coaches now, they're all older 30. I mean, young, older 30s, early 40s. So maybe they're just trying to get more modern, more younger, because that's where teams is going nowadays.
Mm-hmm. Christopher, being the huge 76ers fan that you are, thoughts?
This is just a thing. This is just a thing you see in all sports now. I believe it just happened to Michael Malone, right? Didn't he just win a title and they fired him the year after, right? I mean, this is just
They
something.
Fired him right before the playoffs. It's crazy.
I'm confused.
Right. So this is just something you see. Like, I mean, Thibodeau is one of the greatest coaches you'll see in basketball, and definitely the greatest thing for New York in a long time since Spike Lee. So it's just unfortunate that he just played the game really bad. You don't sit your starters for 3 to 4 or 5 minutes in the fourth quarter. I don't care. That's just not a thing. But rumors are that Jay Wright who is from my favorite basketball team for college, Villanova, is going to be taking over, and half of Villanova is on the New York Knicks. So maybe you'll see that.
True.
Makes sense.
That's true.
We will hopefully we'll see that.
Makes sense.
I just think that the Knicks need to just reset. They never should have traded for Karl Anthony Towns. They never should have gotten rid of Julius Randle, in my opinion. But it's the Knicks, so I don't really care if they lose. So because the Sixers are just as bad, so it's nice to see that. So let's go Indiana. I hope Indiana wins it.
I agree. Let's go Indiana. OKC, I don't know. OKC's tough though.
I like OKC, but OKC is going to be built for a long time, and I just want Indiana to win now because I love Miles Turner. Been in the league for 100 years, and he's due. So,
okay. So we jumped off of NFL real quick to touch on that breaking news from earlier today. So I want to get back into the NFL talk real quick. I did say I had a take on Shedeur Sanders. So I have been reading a lot that during the draft process, during the combine, his interviews with coaches, he didn't treat them like a job interview. He treated it like recruiting, like he did in college. I guess he rubbed a lot of people the wrong way because, let's face it, we enjoy watching these guys play a sport, but this is their job. This is what they get paid to do. And being the quarterback, you are the manager of the team. So you can't treat it like you're going to a college frat party. I know one thing I read from an anonymous GM said that they asked him why he would just go out in the first quarter slinging the ball downfield, and his response was, "I like to get in a rhythm." And they were like, "Well, you threw an interception, so what kind of rhythm did you get in?" And he wasn't a big fan of that. Or the Giants, I guess, they have a habit of installing plays, and some of the things are wrong in those plays, and he didn't catch it, and Dave will call them out on it, and he was pissed. So I think this is a classic case of Dad gave me everything, and I just thought I would get, in the top 3. I think his head got really gassed up going into the draft by a lot of people. I mean, the dude built himself a room in his own house for the draft. That's crazy. That's definitely prime time's kid right there. So I think that 100% his attitude, his character is why he fell as far as he did. He's got to be out smoking Joe in Cleveland before I'm gonna have any faith in him. And Joe Flacco can still sling it. So that's my take on Shedeur.
Well, they need some sort of help. They need something.
They need something.
I'm under the defense, and this might sound a little crazy. I am a little bit of a conspiracy theorist. I think that the NFL saw the potential of what Shedeur Sanders could have brought to the NFL, and I personally think that they told GMs to not draft Shedeur Sanders, so it gives people a reason to watch day 3 of the draft.
Mm-hmm.
This was proven that the day 3 of the draft was the most watched draft of all time. No one ever watches day 3 unless you're a diehard.
I don't watch day 3 of the draft.
I watch day 3, but
I'm sure you watch day 3.
Psycho.
I do not.
But I think that the NFL owners and GMs, I think they literally they just said don't draft him until so we can have a reason.
Well, we all know the NFL is fixed. We all know that. Let's be 100%. Honest here. It's 100% fixed. We all know that. A good friend of mine, which I will give him some free advertising, even though we're only advertising to 5 people right now. My buddy Critter down at the Next Level Barbershop said that as soon as he started looking at the NFL as rigged and basically like a show, he had a lot less stress. He just said, I hope that they picked my team to win this time. And I guess it's a good way of looking at it. I definitely think it's rigged, but that's besides the point. So continuing with the NFL topic, and I know DeGrace was really looking forward to this. Oh, quick one. AJ, I just want to say congratulations on Joey Bosa being hurt right off the rip for you guys. Thank you for signing him. I appreciate that. I appreciate.
Still healthier than Ricky Pearsall.
Can you see? Do you see what I mean? He just can't leave my guy alone. My guy got shot. Leave him alone. The poor man got shot. He's a rookie. Jeez. You're the biggest Niner hater I ever met in my life. And I've met some.
Are we going to...
Anyways, DeGrace was very excited about this topic. The Pro Football Focus released their top players at their positions. So we're going to do the offense this week. So we got quarterback, running back, tackle, tight end, wide receiver. Quarterback, okay. They ranked Patrick Mahomes number 1, Joe Burrow number 2, and Lamar Jackson number 3. I'm going to disagree with that. I don't understand how the reigning MVP is not in that top 3. I will say that I think as a overall passer, Joe Burrow is better than Mahomes, and so is Josh Allen. I think Lamar Jackson is a better athlete than all of them. I definitely don't agree with Mahomes being number 1, and that's not me just hating on the Chiefs. I don't think that he should be number 1. And I get it. Like, he won 2 Super Bowls, but come on. Can we stop with the Mahomes already? I'm going to throw this one over to PJ first. What do you think about that? Mahomes, Burrow, and Jackson.
What's that? Say it again.
Mahomes, Burrow, and Jackson. What do you think about that?
I don't like it.
Anything you would change about that?
Out of those 3, I would say Jackson first.
Mm-hmm.
I think I would put Burrow second and Mahomes third.
I can agree with that. Cito?
Jackson is just too good with on the ground.
I agree with the same. I agree with that completely.
Mm-hmm. With the list or with what PJ said?
No, with what PJ just said.
Okay. AJ, what do you think?
Yeah, I think leaving Allen off of that is kind of crazy. But I think, especially with being MVP last year.
Yeah.
I would take Mahomes out and I would put Allen on number 3.
Yeah.
Actually, that's a battle between Allen and Burrows.
I want to stop the press real quick. Tubbs, welcome in.
Why is Pete talking so much?
Because he's got hot takes.
We go.
He's got hot takes this week.
You jealous?
Like I said at the beginning of the show, we do all have a life outside of here. This is definitely just something we're getting into, a hobby. So sometimes we'll all be here on time, sometimes we won't. But Tubbs, we are glad you're here. And by the way, Cito said the Rams are going to smoke the Colts.
You bitch. You better have extra money that week when we whoop your ass.
Listen,
Isn't
either
it-
way we're going to Texas State Brazil.
I was going to say Texas State Brazil is on the line for this. If you didn't tune in last week,
It's a good.
Tubbs is a big Colts fan,
We win, I guess.
and the bet was Texas State Brazil. On
Who made that list? You said, Jimmy. Who made this list?
This is Pro Football Focus. The Grace, what do you got for me? Mahomes, Burrow, Jackson. Anything you would change?
I really do honestly think Mahomes is probably the best quarterback in the league, just based off of success. He is definitely still continued to be a wonderful playmaker, even after losing Tyreek Hill and aging Travis Kelce. I would absolutely put Josh Allen number 2. Josh Allen has one of the best arms I've ever seen in the league.
Got a cannon.
I mean, the guy literally has nobody.
Yep.
He has no one to throw to. Literally. As a Buffalo fan, I'd be severely pissed off that I don't, between the prima donnas from Diggs and just all that nonsense. I don't like Lamar Jackson. He's a great player. He just can't get the job done. So I would probably put Joe Burrow ahead of him, but they're very much the same. I mean, you guys have all this talent around you, and you can't win. But definitely Mahomes, Allen, and then it's a tie between Jackson and Burrow.
Fair enough. Tubbs, we're going over the Pro Football Focus top players at their position on offense this week. We're going to do defense next week. So for quarterback, Mahomes, Burrow, and Jackson, anything would change about that? And do not say Anthony Richardson. He is garbage.
I'm a Colts fan. I would never say Anthony Richardson. Are we for real?
You could say Andrew Luck. We like Andrew Luck.
Andrew Luck I would put on there. I think Josh Allen's best.
Yep, Josh Allen is the GOAT. He's a good player, man.
I think he's definitely got to be in that top 3. I don't want.
I think he's better than Pat, in my opinion. Pat's had weapons.
Of course.
Josh Allen hasn't. I just think Josh Allen has the Buffalo curse. Play good, but no one goes to the Super Bowl in Buffalo.
Yeah, I would definitely agree with that. That Mahomes has had more weapons than Allen has.
He's had the best tight end that we've seen in the past, how many years?
Slow it down.
Travis Kelce's a monster.
Slow it down. Travis Kelce didn't even make the top 3 for tight ends, just so you know.
Who's top 3?
We're getting there.
Yeah,
We're not there
get
yet.
there.
We're getting there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we gotta have content, bud. Stop pushing us along in the show.
I
He
thought maybe you
just-
already talked about
He
it.
just shows up and he thinks he's gonna push us along. All right, running back.
I thought you already
He's
talked
in a
about
rush.
Running back, which-
he has a date.
Running back. I was actually very surprised by this. I wouldn't think that it would be the order that it's in. I guess I agree with the top 3, but not the order based on last year. So surprising. Number 1, Derrick Henry. Number 2, yep. Number 2, Saquon. Number 3, Bijan Robinson. I would say Saquon should be number 1 based on what he did last year.
I don't even think Derrick Henry should be top 3. Maybe top 5, not top 3.
Is this that old time?
No, this is based on
This upcoming season.
yes, this is their rankings going into this year. This is the rankings going into this year. So Henry, Saquon, Bijan, DeGrace, you are up first for this one because your guy is number 2, and I want to see how you feel about that.
Without a shadow of a doubt, Saquon Barkley is the best running back in the league.
Currently.
What he did last year was amazing.
Shut up, Tubbs.
It's not
What did you
it's
say?
true. I said he has an offensive line.
Of
Yes.
course, but you can't blame them for having an offensive line.
No, absolutely not. We talked about that last week.
And also, he was also very, very good with the Giants, and they had a garbage offensive line. So
Yes.
That's
Saquon
true.
Barkley is number one. Not even a question. You could also make the number 2 running back is definitely Derrick Henry. He is a horse.
Mhm.
He is an absolute unit.
He just has to stay healthy.
Just has to stay healthy, and he is an absolute unit.
Mhm.
I do not agree with Bijan Robinson. I don't really see the hype around him.
I feel like he didn't
Not even
produce. Coming out of college, he had all this hype, and I just really feel like he hasn't produced the way they thought he was going
he's
to.
produced, but he's not. I mean, there's definitely. I don't know. I would take Joe Mixon over probably Bijan Robinson right now.
Mhm.
Workhorse related. But number 3's got to be McCaffrey if he can stay healthy.
And
Not even a question.
I'm gonna agree with you on that. I think as long as McCaffrey is healthy, you can't like he's in that. He's a playmaker. You know, he can catch and rush. Whereas I think yes, Derrick Henry, if you can throw him the ball in the backfield, he can definitely get you some yards. But that's not what he's known for.
I mean, McCaffrey
I
made
think
the
Clint
Panthers
Hills.
look good.
Which side note, the Madden 26 cover athlete Saquon Barkley, if the curse, this is the second year in a row a running back has been on the cover, and last year was my running back and he got hurt. So, Christopher, good luck. AJ, thoughts on that running back list?
Yeah, Saquon is definitely.
I think we overall as
Saquon,
consensus can say from all of us that Saquon should be number 1.
Right. I mean, Derrick Henry clearly number 2 too. I mean, even seeing the clips and stuff of him now running uphill or training for off season stuff,
I was out of breath
ready to
watching
go.
it.
Well, yeah, me too. Me too.
He's an animal. It's insane. Like I wanted to sit down and take a deep breath just watching it.
Right. Exactly. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Robinson either, but
Yeah.
it's so okay with.
Tubbs, any changes to that?
There we go. Yep, he has one. He's gonna throw his running back in there, bro. 100%.
You don't think Jonathan Taylor's a top 5 running back?
Top 5, yes, but is he top 3?
I think he's better than Bijan. Yeah, Bijan, whatever his name is.
If he's
100%.
healthy, yes.
He's better than Bijan Robinson.
I agree with Saquon first, Derrick Henry second, and I think JT. Considering the fact it's the Colts and he still produces. It's kind of like when
JT is an absolute.
McCaffrey was on the Panthers. He still produced. He still had rushed over 1,000 yards last season.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't think Bijan. I don't know. I don't think he's.
We're just coming from a PPR standpoint with him, really.
Yeah.
Just out of the backfield, but all around workhorse, Jonathan Taylor is a dog.
Yes.
He is an absolute dog.
100%. All right, moving
Not
on.
even top 10.
Cito, did I hit you for that? Did you already hit that? Yes, you did. You agreed with PJ.
Yep.
All right, so now we're gonna go to offensive lineman.
Well, you're not gonna ask me first?
You already. Wait a minute.
Ask me about the running back?
Yes, I did, because you're the one that said that Cito agreed with.
No, that was the quarterback.
That was quarterback. Damn. You know what, Pete? You got it.
I see how it is.
Well, I've heard you talk about 9,000 times, so I thought maybe you already had a take
I just like to talk.
I know. I know. What do you?
Not even top 10. That's a little aggressive.
Jonathan Taylor's not in the top 10. That's crazy.
In that PFF, no, he's not on here. No,
that's crazy.
Jonathan Taylor. Yeah, they don't see it. It's insane.
Yeah.
Respect my boys.
They want the splash. He's just a horse. He's just a fucking dog.
All right, PJ, your thoughts.
Barkley.
I apologize. Barkley, okay.
Barkley. I will say Derrick Henry number 2.
Mm-hmm.
And number 3, I will agree at McCaffrey if he's healthy. But I think Tracy from the Giants? He had a hell of a season last year on receiving and running and rushing.
Yeah, but he's not even a top 10 running back right now. He was a rookie last year. He's definitely got to he's definitely got to replicate what he did last year.
Without an O-line.
Yes, without an O-line. without an O-line.
You didn't want to say Devin Singletary?
So Devin
Najee Harris.
he was. I feel like Singletary. He was good when he was with the Bills. I think.
Mm-hmm. All right.
I don't think he's not good with the Giants. Sorry.
All right. So offensive line, something near and dear to my heart.
Me too. Quentin Nelson, favorite player of all time.
Quentin Nelson
shut up.
is an animal. Oh, they're great. You'll be actually pretty happy about
He's
this.
one of the best guards that's ever played the game.
That's true. Quentin Nelson is an
Better
animal.
be all the Eagles' offensive line.
That's no. Jordan Mailata. Did I say that right?
Yep.
Mailata.
Jordan Mailata.
Yep.
From
I
down
love him.
under.
Tristan Wirfs
Oh, dog.
and Slater from the Chargers.
Oh,
He's a dog too.
Top 3. I mean, I gotta say, and I think you could put Nelson in there anywhere, and he would fit. But I think this is actually a good top 3.
I agree with that one.
I think if he's not hurt this year, my guy's back up in there. As long as he's not, I mean, he's 37, playing at an elite level in the NFL at tackle. So,
That Malota guy is the one that plays for the Eagles, right?
yes.
yeah, Mailata. He's our left
Yeah, he's the
tackle.
one that used to play rugby.
Yes.
Yes.
Is that him?
Yes.
They got Lane Johnson at 5'2".
Yeah. So
Lane Johnson is
Lane
absolutely
Johnson's
good.
dog.
Lane Johnson is legendary. I mean, the man had a pulled groin and he played in the championship game. So he's legendary. So I definitely, from, like I said, near and dear to my heart, the offensive line, I agree with that list right now.
Is Kelsey top 10? The other one?
No, this is based on just the season, going into the season.
He's retired. That's right.
Jason Kelsey is one of the top
These
centers of all time, top 3 centers of all time. All right, so PJ, I'll throw that one to you. What do you feel about that list?
I agree with the Eagles, Mailata. I think he's number 1. I mean, he's a beast, bro.
Yeah.
Number 2, I would say Slater, in my opinion. Who was it? The other one?
Tristan Wirfs from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Yeah, I would say I would put him on number 3. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Christopher.
I don't think Jordan Mailata is number 1. Lane Johnson is absolutely one of the absolute units. I think Lane Johnson is one of the best. I would honestly probably take Tristan Wirfs over Lane Johnson, but Tristan Wirfs gets hurt constantly.
Mm-hmm.
But Lane Johnson is probably one of the best. Tristan Wirfs, and then Jordan Mailata. Not even a question. There's so many good players, so it's so hard to pick. It's more of that's got to be more of like a top 10.
Yeah.
There's so many good linemen in the league. It's insane.
Yeah. AJ, what do you think about that list?
I'm an Eagles fan. Like they're legit. They're legit good players, and like there's just so many good
Yeah,
ones.
I agree. Yeah, there should be so many. There is so many more good players. It's hard to pick the.
Even
So,
your
you
guy,
guys wanna hear the top 10
Deion
or no?
Dawkins. Deion Dawkins is a great tackle.
Deion Dawkins is
Yeah, exactly.
There's so many players.
Right.
They're not like fat and slow anymore like they used to.
No,
be
they
back
are
in the day.
athletes.
They're like athletic.
They're
They're
athletes.
athletic as shit now.
Yes.
Like they're
That's
fast.
why you didn't make it,
Like,
Tubbs. That's why you didn't make it.
I was a lineman in high school. Watch your mouth.
Tubbs, how do you feel about that list?
I agree with it.
All right.
Well, obviously being a Colts
Yeah,
fan, I
look at
put
this
Quentin
list.
Nelson like
Yeah,
closer, but
Nelson's definitely, like I said, he's very interchangeable with any one of those guys up there.
He's not even top 10.
he'd
See,
probably be 4.
That's
See,
crazy.
it's the Colts thing. It's because he's a Colt.
Yeah.
Colts don't make
They
top
just don't.
10s.
They just don't.
Bernhard Raymond is 10 though. He's a Colt.
Yeah, I know. He's a newer guy.
Cito, what do you think about that?
How can we forget about Penny Sewell? Like, there's just so many good.
Yeah.
there's
He's
just
6.
so
He's
many-
6 on the list. He's 6 on the list. I was gonna have that.
Oh, is that?
I would
don't
have
those in
it.
front of me.
I would have it. Lane, Penny, and Mailata.
Fair enough.
Penny's
Two
6. I don't
two
know.
right tackles in the top 3. Interesting. All right. This is my favorite one. The tight end position. Number 1,
Speech fair.
Oh,
George
number
Kittle.
1, Snooze Kittle.
George Kittle. Hey, he is better than Dallas Goedert. I will tell you that for free.
He's a better blocker, yeah, that's for sure.
He's a better player.
You have him as one?
I do not have him as one.
They have him as one?
They have him as one. So is George Kittle, Brock Bowers, and Trey McBride are your top 3 ranked tight end.
Number 1, I think.
But Bowers, I would put McBride ahead of Bowers. And I just think Bowers is a good playmaker, but I think he's definitely got to improve. Randy,
He's young.
hold on. PJ, we got a Randy sighting in the chat.
Where?
Randy is in the chat.
Oh!
Randy, thank you for being here. Yes, George by a mile. That is correct. But I think that Bowers needs to replicate it, and it'll be interesting to see what he does in Pete Carroll's system.
Who's the third one?
Trey McBride on their list. But
Cardinals, right?
Yes. And he just got a monster contract.
Yeah, he's good. Even on the Cardinals.
Last year, yeah.
Yep. So I'm like I said, I'm just gonna switch those two up. I think McBride and Bowers get switched. That's my thoughts on it. AJ, thoughts?
Yeah, I would switch McBride. Same. I mean, who else was he going to throw it to, really? So.
Yeah. True. Very true. Tubbs, what do you think about that list? Maybe your guy joins that list next year. That I'm still upset that you got.
Tyler Warren?
Yep.
Yeah. See, I'm a TJ Hawkinson fan.
Okay.
He's 6.
As I say, I love TJ Hawkinson. I think he's a manimal. And I think or Sam Laporta.
I was going to say Sam Laporta.
Too.
Yep.
He's 5.
I would. I always think, what's his face was good, McBride, because who else is on the Arizona that he's going to throw the ball to?
Marvin Harrison Jr.
Who threw 800 yards for a whole season, and he was supposed to be the breakout wide receiver. But I don't like McBride. I go Brock. I don't like Kittle either. But we'll go
Watch your mouth.
We'll go Kittle, Bowers, and I'm going to put TJ.
Okay. Kittle, Bowers, and TJ. All right.
I like TJ.
Cito, how do you feel about that?
Let's see. Kittle's has to be number 1. Yeah, you gotta switch McBride and Bowers.
Mm-hmm.
Completely agree with that. Yeah.
PJ.
Well, I will say
Here comes the bullshit.
I do like your boy George Kittle.
Good man.
He can do both. He can block. He can go for passes. I feel like he's all around a football player.
Watch the man block, and when he pancakes people, he has the biggest smile on his face. I love it.
And he still has speed.
Yes.
I would say Kittle be first. I will say McBride too.
PJ, quick question. Are you calling in on a rotary phone?
No.
Because I hear tick, 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 tick. It's like that, like you're calling in on a rotary phone. I love it.
I don't know why he's doing that.
Maybe close to. Is it close to your
Is it doing it
mouth?
right now? Is it doing it right now?
Yeah.
A little bit, yeah.
That's because I'm on my phone and I got the screen up on my phone. So when I'm swiping on my phone, it's I'll stop. I still gotta say, Kelsey's still up there, bro. He's still producing. I mean, we can't keep that man out of the question.
But he's not producing at the level that he used to.
No.
He's older now, though, for sure.
No, but
A lot of distractions.
They have him at
Mahomes needs
7.
when Mahomes needs somebody to come through, that's who he comes.
But we
I
also
mean,
saw we saw last year that he
Super Bowl, he didn't do
wasn't.
anything.
Yeah, he wasn't that clutch that he's used to. Mahomes would go to him, and he wasn't there.
He's too involved with his new girlfriend and the publicity
I'm
and
calling
all
it.
that.
He's gonna retire. He's gonna become an actor. It's what's happening.
Oh, probably. DeGrace, how do you feel about that tight end list? I can't wait to hear this.
All right, let's shake things up a little bit here.
God, here we go. If you say Dallas Goedert anywhere in that top 3.
Here we go. Let me just throw some knowledge at you guys this year. You'll see the top 3 tight ends this year is going to be Brock Bowers, Travis Kelce, and David Njoku. You heard it first.
Njoku. I forgot about Njoku.
David Njoku. Is he still on Cleveland?
Zach Ertz can be good too.
No, he got who's he with now? I don't think he's with Cleveland anymore.
Christopher, where's he at?
He's with the Chargers.
Njoku? He's in Cleveland.
They don't have a quarterback. He's going to be a top 3 tight end.
Yeah, it's going to be Sanders. Watch.
Oh my God.
Wait, he didn't have a quarter. Hold on, he didn't have a quarterback, right? Last year, right? Right, he didn't have a quarterback last year. Let's see real quick what he had.
Here we go.
64 receptions, 505 yards, and 5 touchdowns, and he was hurt the year.
Yeah, so he's going to be relied on too much this year and get hurt again.
They have too many quarterbacks.
Guess what though? He gets paid $40 million less than
Wait. That was a good one. In the chat, your list is a Njoku. I like that. I like it.
If your name wasn't Ben Wallace Rules, I'd probably be mad, but I do love Ben Wallace, so
that's my guy. That's my guy.
Really, are you a Piston fan?
Nope. So that is my guy Randy, who we started playing Gears of War together 20 years ago, and that was his name 20 years ago.
I was 12.
Excuse me?
I was 12.
The first Gears of War came out in like 2005, bud.
I know. I was 12.
Oh, you were 12. I forgot. You're a baby.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so let's move on real quick. This is the last part of the offense, and we will take a quick 5-minute break after this. Wide receiver.
This one's gonna be dumb because there's too many good ones.
There's a lot of good wide receivers, but I'm going to agree with this list, but disagree with the order. Number 1, A.J. Brown. Number 2, Justin Jefferson. Number 3, Jamar Chase. I would put Justin Jefferson at number 1. I would put Chase at number 2 and A.J. Brown at number 3.
How dare you?
I knew that was going to upset you, and that's why I did it. So, DeGray, since your boy was number 1, go ahead.
All right, number 1 is Ricky Pearsall. Number 2 is Brandon Ayuk.
I didn't even put my guys on the list. My guys aren't even top 10 at this point.
All right, no, for real, Justin Jefferson's number 1. He's an absolute unit. Number 2 is A.J. Brown, and number 3 is Jamar Chase. Not even a question.
I guess we can agree to disagree on that.
I just love A.J. Brown. So
yeah.
I'm definitely
shocker.
Definitely biased, but A.J. Brown is a dog.
So since A.J. Brown was number 1 on this list, A.J., what do you think?
I don't think A.J. Brown is number 1 on the list.
No, not even close.
No, yeah. Jefferson is definitely number 1. Jamar Chase, 2. I mean, A.J. Brown is 3, but like you said, there's so many good wide receivers right now.
There's so many good wide receivers.
It's stacked. Like, Amon-Ra, come on. The guy was an animal last year.
Exactly. Right. There's so many. So it's
Williams is a dog. Stephon Diggs is not being a baby.
Tubbs, you say one of your Colts receivers, I'll be pissed. I'll leave the stream right now.
You're gonna talk against like Al Pierce and Josh Downs and Michael Pittman. Come on now, we got better receivers than you do.
All right, Tubbs, go ahead with your list.
I don't agree with any of them.
Really?
I think CeeDee Lamb is better than AJ. CeeDee has a better quarterback.
Guys, Tubbs was late to the stream because he's been drinking tonight.
I think no, CeeDee Lamb just does CeeDee Lamb things.
Yeah, no, he is not better than AJ.
Who's number 2? George Pickens?
George Pickens? All right, well, that's all the time we have for the stream tonight.
Do you think CeeDee Lamb is better than Justin Jefferson?
No.
Oh.
So
okay.
Justin Jefferson would be your number 1.
Yes.
Oh, I thought you said
Did I not say
CD
that?
Lamb was number
I
one.
thought I said
I'm
that.
sorry.
No.
Okay, so
Yeah, no, Jeff is my first for sure.
CD Lamb's your 2. Then who's your 3? That's the interesting one.
No, CD Lamb's he's in there. I didn't say he's 3.
Okay, he's 3. So who's number 2?
Amon St. Brown.
I can agree with him being in the top 3, but not with CD being in the top 3. So
I just think if CD he hasn't had his past years when he actually was getting thrown to, other than last year because Dak's been hurt, he's a monster.
yeah, but that's the thing is that's who he has for a quarterback. So I guess you would have to see him
Dak's
somewhere
coming
else,
back.
and maybe because Dak's Dak. I think we can all just agree on that.
I mean, Dak is kind of like a Geno. Like when he's on, he can play well, but it doesn't happen often.
Yes.
Dak is a Derek Carr.
Yes.
Like he could definitely play football when he wants to play football. But,
PJ, what do you think about that list?
I think with me,
Neighbors.
think Jason Jefferson. Well, Neighbors is showing better than the freaking Colts wide receivers right now.
All right,
so
don't turn it into an argument about teams and wide receivers. Cubs.
I would
Oh,
say
yeah.
Jason Jefferson. I would throw Jamar Chase in there, and Amase Brown.
I agree with that. Cito, what do you got?
He's muted.
I was muted. Yeah, let's...
It's like playing games.
Shut up. Justin Jefferson's number 1 hands down. There's no other person.
I don't
There's
think
no other
anyone
wide
can
receiver.
argue
I mean,
that
there's a
he's not
lot,
number
but
1.
like we said, but number 1 is it has to be Justin Jefferson.
100%.
He's one of one. He's one of one.
I would. If the Lions can sling it, like if Goff can sling it like he has been the past, like last year, St. Brown's 2, and then I got Chase 3.
Fair enough. I would say definitely fair enough. All right, so that was we hit everybody, right? Yep, that was Pro Football Focus's top players on the offensive side of the ball, and next week we are going to hit the defensive side of the ball. We're going to
I
take
can't wait.
we're going to take a quick probably 5-minute break. 3 minute, we'll say 3 minutes. 3-minute break, and we will be right back, and we'll go from there. All right, we're back. So we've concluded our sports segment for the night, I guess. The boys were still arguing about that. So we were going to touch on it last week, but somebody didn't finish the season. So now we're going to touch on it this week. Last of Us Season 2. I want to hear, AJ, have you played Last of Us?
Yeah, I've played both of them.
Okay, so I want to hear from the PlayStation guys first, because I did not have a horse in this race. So I had nothing to go off of on how the season played out, both seasons. And I know there's a lot of emotions tied to it. I'm gonna go let the PlayStation guys go first. DeGrace, because I have to hear this from you all the time, I'm going to let you go to start.
I feel like I'm going to be here for an hour, so maybe
Try to keep it under 5 to 10 minutes, bud.
Listen, same because the little subtle changes aggravated me. So go for it.
Okay, so a little bit of background. A little bit of background on me. I'm a Sony fanboy. Been a Sony fanboy for a very long time.
Yes, we know.
The Last of Us is one of the greatest video games that's ever been released.
Hands down.
There's not a question about that. And there's only one game that's better than The Last of Us, and that's The Last of Us 2. Not even a question. The Last of Us 2 is...
I like where you went with that.
It's the story, man. The story.
Yes.
Is one of the greatest video games of all time. Neil Druckmann is one of the greatest writers. And when I tell you there's only one video, I mean, I'm a huge gamer. I'm a huge nerd. I have a huge man cave. I have statues. I have so much crap.
Yep.
I tell you there's only one video game that's made me cry, and that was The Last of Us. So, the first season of The Last of Us was very good. I feel I genuinely say that they did a very good job on it. And coming into Last of Us Season 2, Last of Us Season 1 was really good. They did everything they needed to do. They brought everyone in. Regardless of how you want to do, regardless of how you want to say, like, oh, this person cast for this one, that's a whole nother conversation. From a standpoint, they did very, very well. A couple things they have to change because not everyone has played the game, so it's very hard to do everything one-to-one, even though they have the source material. But whatever. But the real reason why I'm here is for The Last of Us Season 2. The boneheaded changes that they've made absolutely destroyed everything that was worked on. And HBO should be embarrassed for even thinking that was going to be a good series. The fact that they split the second season into two separate seasons for the second game is ridiculous. Just have one long-ass season. I get it. They want to get their money. They're just doing what every other complete show does.
Yes.
Obviously, if you're here listening, you know spoilers. The big thing is that Joel... Well, spoiler warning for anyone that's not played it, I guess. So I'll give you a second.
Danger.
The big thing about Last of Us is the second game is that the main character Joel gets killed. And it had to happen. And Abby is one of the greatest video game characters of all time. And they absolutely obliterated her in the second season. They didn't do anything right with her. They focused on way too many other things that didn't need to be focused on. They just got things wrong. Like, it could be little things like where Tommy goes off to find... Or Dina goes off to find Joel. Dina wasn't even there when Joel gets killed.
Yeah, the little subtle changes like that. Stupid.
Things like that. They made Dina and Joel like not a thing, but like they made Dina seem like she was more closer to Joel than they were, and that's not a thing.
Not at all.
They did little things like just so stupid things, like when when Dina and Ellie hook up for the first time, it should have been in the marijuana room. That should have been what it should have happened. And then everything should have happened. And the one thing that
the story would have been so much better. The show would have been so much better if they did it that way.
The one thing that's... I'll end on my rant, but this is my last real big rant. The one thing that severely irritated me was the fact that when Dina told Ellie that she was pregnant with the baby.
But the Grace, this is you. I'm gonna be a dad.
That's so
When
stupid.
Dina told Ellie that she was pregnant with the baby in the theater, Ellie was okay with it in the show and did this whole dad thing and I'm gonna be a dad. Like I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna be. I was absolutely, my blood boiled more than anything I could have ever imagined in my life because Ellie was fuming in the game. Fuming.
Interesting. I
Like,
did
she
not know
was
that.
pissed
Interesting.
off. And it just severely just like I can't even agree. I can't even begin to fathom about it. They are so lucky that Dina carried the show. Dina carried this season. She was great as a cast for it. But that was the one thing that severely irritated me the most. And also, Jesse is one of my favorite characters, and they did Jesse very, very well. And I'll let everyone else go on the rant because I'm sure they all have something to say as well. I apologize.
Nah, you're good.
I hear this
Go ahead, AJ.
all the time at work. So I'm used to it. AJ,
it's stupid.
Go ahead.
Okay, well, let me say that yes, I am a PlayStation guy, but I consider myself PlayStation and Xbox. Um, I strictly been Xbox probably until funny, actually, when The Last of Us Part 2 came out. So my sister is actually, me and my sister, we're big gamer nerds. My sister's straight PlayStation. I don't know if you guys know about getting trophies and getting platinum trophies. My
Yep.
sister has my sister has 300 platinum trophies. Crazy, completing everything, getting everything. She makes me do freaking power washing game crazy, right? So Last of Us Part 2 came out, and I'm like, I wanna play it, even though I played the first time, I didn't really remember it. And that game tore me apart like emotionally. It's kind of crazy. So that was like kind of my getting over my okay, let me really explore PlayStation, and the PS5 came out, and then I've been like hooked on both ever since, right? But yes, they tore apart the show. They made this show for the typical HBO watcher, not for the people who actually played the game. And the details that they did, and it just tore apart. I'm not gonna go on a big rant. I just can't stand Ellie, the cast of Ellie. Yes, she was good of Game of Thrones. Her little 5 episodes in Game of Thrones, okay, whatever. But her as Ellie, the first season, okay. Wish they would have changed her in the second season. She's freaking terrible. Ellie didn't act like that. She wasn't that
Ellie did not
snarky
act like that. Thank you.
at all. She wasn't that
No,
snarky.
no.
She did have a little attitude, whatever, but not
They
like
act
that
like
at
they're
all.
baby. They act like children in the second season. They're not like that.
Exactly. I
Thank you. I'm so
cannot
glad someone
stand them.
agrees with me. Oh, thank God.
Yes, that is my biggest rant of that is Ellie is freaking terrible. Terrible. And that they split the second game in 2 different seasons. Stupid. Very, very, very dumb.
Cito Mojito.
That's my rant.
I complained when I watched every episode.
True.
It's just
I dealt with you complaining on Sunday, and then I had to hear it from the Grace on Tuesday.
I'm not gonna go on nothing big. It's just the little subtle changes. Like it should have been Jesse and fucking, and there should have been Tommy and fucking Joel out when they get caught. Kind of shit. Like little things like that. It's not the way I remember it. It's not the way that I'm gonna remember it because that shit was stupid.
Fair enough.
I don't know,
It's like
man.
the little things like
it's just
now
I'm
that I'm
disappointed.
remembering.
I'm more disappointed than anything because
It's
I
like
know
the
how
little
it's
things like
supposed to go.
Jackson. Like they destroyed Jackson in like the third episode. Jackson doesn't get destroyed until like 3/4 of the game through.
Mm-hmm.
But they did do really good with the bloater. They did really good with like with them. I feel like the bloater scene was sick.
Yeah. So
little things.
Yeah, that was.
I'm actually gonna. I think I talked to DeGrace about this. I've talked to Cito about this. Now that I'm on the PC, I'm actually gonna play through Last of Us, so that's gonna be interesting because I'm
play them in order though. Play them in order. Play
Yes.
them right.
Yes.
Take your time.
I'm actually
You're
gonna see
go
how
into it and you're gonna love it.
how it's meant to be from a show standpoint. I wasn't huge on the second season, and I just felt like a lot got rushed, and then a lot of times you were just left, like the episode just ended. So that's my thing, is that I feel like the episodes just ended when they didn't have to. Like they need to do a little more in that episode. So I really don't, like I said, I didn't have a huge horse in the race to
Let me ask
go
this,
by.
like from a person that's never played the game. Josh, obviously you've never played the game before, and like obviously I have, and other people have as well. Like from not playing the game, like did you, like, aside from like the abrupt endings, did you actually enjoy the show? Like, did you like the characters? Did you like the way Ellie acted, or Dina, or Joel, or like that's what I need to hear from someone that's never played the games before.
I liked I really enjoyed the first season. I liked what we got from Joel in the second season. Ellie is a whiner. And the other girl, I feel like I haven't seen enough of her to even have a judgment on the type of character
Dina
she is.
or Abby? You're talking about Abby?
Abby, yeah. Like she has not even, like, she wasn't even really in this first half of the season. You saw what happened,
Right.
and that was it. So I really don't have a judgment on how the character's being played, or my attachment to that
was
character.
What the best part about the game
Gonna skip
was.
me.
Like,
We didn't get there yet, Pete.
I know. I gotta go. I'll still be on the chat, but I gotta go for a few. So skip me.
Gotcha.
like the whole thing about like Abby is like when you first play and like you kill Joel and you're like, man, you really want to beat the shit, like you don't, then they force you to play as Abby for a
Right. You're
long
like,
time.
what the hell?
And
Which I
love
did
Abby's
see.
character.
I did see
love
that you
the
do play as
The
her.
way they broke that game down was amazing.
Right.
Like they made, like, I love the fact that they made Abby like this tank in the game. Like she has big muscles and she's very
She's a
masculine.
beast.
I know people are against that. I know like all that crap with like this woke world we live in and stuff like that. But Abby's one of the greatest characters in video game history, next to juggernauts like Kratos and like Metal Gear Solid and like,
Oh my god, Solid Snake.
like I'm just going off on a Sony rant point, but there is guys in like Xbox that are good too. But Sony has the best characters. Let's be realistic here.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the whole second season is going to be focused on Abby being in the. They're going to do that whole arc with her, and I hope they do it right because she plays a really good Abby. So let's just hope that they do it right.
Tubbs, did you watch? I'm not sure. I don't know if we've ever had this conversation. Okay, so Tubbs does not have a horse in that race. All right. Real quick, I do want to Tubbs, you will not know about this, and I'm sure a lot of our viewers aren't going to care about this. If you are a Utica person and you went to our high school proctor, you will definitely know who I'm talking about. I just saw on my Facebook, I don't know if you guys know him or remember him, that Mr. Parada passed away, who was the social studies teacher at Proctor, who was my favorite teacher of all time. I love history.
It was confirmed.
And yep, he just passed away within the last hour. So I do want to send my condolences out to his family. And he actually came to my graduation party. Like this man had a huge impact on me in school. So that sucks. I'm actually quite upset about that.
He was a great teacher.
I'm actually very upset about that right now. So
I had him as a teacher as well. He was very good.
Great man.
I didn't have him, but he was always in the hallways talking to everybody. He was cool.
Great man. So it's a loss for the school district, and with my daughter going there next year, I was really hoping that she would be able to meet him and have him as a teacher, and now she will not. So that stinks. Anyways, I don't want to get all emotional, but it sucks. So let's
families in our thoughts.
Yes. All right. Summer Games Fest is this weekend, and me and DeGrace have been talking about this at work. And DeGrace, I have not typically followed this. I was big with E3, and I know you're big on the Summer Games Fest. So I'm gonna, for our people who don't know what Summer Games Fest is, enlighten them.
So Summer Games Fest usually comes around like in the summertime. Obviously, Summer Games Fest. It's usually in a June. That's usually like a 3 or 4 day event. Pretty much, if you remember E3, it's pretty much that. Just broken down in over days. They have the PC gaming show. Xbox has a showcase, I believe, is on Sunday. If you're a big Xbox person, I am not an Xbox person, but I still watch it because
You don't say.
the third-party games. Obviously, it's just pretty much just showing like what's coming up and for the rest of the year and into next year. Since E3 is getting away from it, just found out that Sony has what they call a state of play. That is tomorrow.
Oh,
Yes,
5
tomorrow.
o'clock.
Yep.
So
ooh.
I'll be very excited to watch that. We're gonna see.
So
some
here,
very
so
good
here's
games
here's
coming
a quick question to Grace. I know they've talked about the next generation of consoles here pretty soon. Do you think that Sony is going to talk about that and possibly tease that tomorrow, or do you think they wait for Summer Games Fest with a bigger range of audience and do it then?
I think Sony will not announce the PS6 for at least a couple more years, but I think Sony will announce that at the Game Awards, which is another huge gaming thing. I know we talked about that earlier.
Mhm.
The Game Awards is even bigger, and that's usually in the winter time. I think we're with the Switch 2 coming out this month. I think the Xbox and PlayStation still is. We got a couple more years before we see the next round.
Yeah, it comes out
Especially
this
with
week.
PS5 Pro coming out
Mhm.
and stuff like that. So we'll definitely see maybe snippets of it, but that stuff gets leaked years before, so it doesn't. It's hard, but I'm very excited for the.
Again with the follow, and I'm not sure who it is, but I'm not reading that. Appreciate you.
So you're just gonna see, like I said, you're gonna see games that are upcoming. Like I know at the Sony State of Play tomorrow, we're gonna see Ghost of Yotai. You're gonna see Metal Gear Solid the remake.
I'm good.
So-
I can't wait to buy
Do you
that.
think they're going to show Wolverine gameplay? Because they haven't said anything about that in a while.
Hey,
It's hard because Insomniac is such a smaller team. Like Insomniac is a great team. They go obviously going back to a long time ago with the Spider-Man games and stuff like
Right.
that, and even before that with what the heck was the other game they had? Infamous.
Didn't they
Long
have
time
Tony
ago.
Hawk too?
Yeah,
Or
they had
no,
Tony.
no.
Yes, so I think we're gonna see Wolverine at Game Awards in the winter. It seems like that. I think tomorrow. I think this week's really going to be focused on games that are coming out this year that we know for a fact.
well, I know
Right.
we had talked the other day that the big one right now is from the Hitman Studios, the new 007 game.
Yes, that's been heavily rumored. That
Yeah.
will be announced.
Which I'm actually interested
Very
for.
excited for that.
Yeah, that should
Very
that should
excited
be a good
I
one.
love 007.
Yeah, that should be good. I see. I'm going to disagree with you on. It might not happen this weekend. It might happen at the Game Awards, but I do think that you're going to see Xbox come out at one of these shows this year and at least tease
I
the
think
next
you'll
console.
see a handheld, maybe the Xbox room.
I was about to say the handheld thing is really big right now. I think that if anybody's gonna announce anything, it's another handheld.
It very well could be. It very well could be.
Because like they're gonna make the Portal more standalone, and the Portal is actually pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah, it is.
I think that's one thing that Xbox is lacking right now, and they might dip their toe into those waters, but I'm not 100% sure because I think even with the Switch, like it has a lot of sales, it does fairly well, but it's
Switch is number one in sales. Switch is number one in
yeah,
sales.
but I don't see them. I don't
It's a
see
terrible
Xbox
system.
or yeah, and I don't think that's I don't see Xbox or PlayStation for that matter, like taking over when it comes to the handheld market or making enough profit off it that it's something that they really want to push into.
Well, Xbox definitely is rumored for the handheld.
I have seen that. I have seen that.
They're rumored.
I mean, let's put it this way: the Xboxes are pretty much PCs. Like they can do.
I'm
a
about to
Steam
say
Deck.
if anybody could do it, it's them.
Yes, they 100%
like-
could do it. They have. I think
They
they
have
have
Steam
the
Decks.
hardware to be able to do it.
Xbox can definitely do
If you
it.
think about it, they already have a handheld. You can play. You just have to download the app on a tablet, and you can play any game that's on the cloud on a tablet. So it's already a handheld.
They already have their means to make it happen. But I think them mass producing a handheld. I don't know. I'm not 100% sold on it. I know it's been rumored, but I'm not 100% sold on that's going to be something that they really get into. They might try it, and they might say, you know what, we tried. At least we gave it a shot.
They can make those relatively cheap anyway.
Listen, I just remember having a Sega handheld when I was driving to Florida as a kid.
I had a Switch
okay?
back in the day, and it was more the graphics for me. I like my Sony and Xbox graphics way better. I don't know.
I used to have a
It's just-
PSP.
Yep, had one of
I
those
still
too.
have a
Yeah,
PSP.
PSPs
As a
good.
God of War edition.
PSPs were
But
good
people
too.
People I work with still have PSPs, and they're all jailbroken. They're actually
Well,
really cool.
you can get the PS Vitas like jailbroken with like all the games on it now.
Mhm.
Yeah, I have a jailbroken Super Nintendo Mini. Like I love it.
I have
Love
a.
it.
Have you ever heard of an Ambernick?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I have
Mhm.
one of those too. Those things are dope. I love those.
So, what we talked about the 007 game. Anybody else have any thoughts, guesses on potential games?
Elder Scrolls 6.
I don't have thoughts. I just want to see more. I need to see more Metal Gear Delta. I need to see more
Mhm.
about it. Because Metal Gear it's Last of Us and Metal
Don't
Gear
you
is number
touch
2
'em.
for my games.
Yeah. Yeah, I think obviously how long has it been since we got an Assassin's Creed game? So that's probably coming because
Last year.
you know how they
Last year.
you know how
Yeah,
they get.
yeah,
I
the
stopped
Samurai
paying
one.
attention
Samurai
to
one.
it. Oh yeah, the Samurai one.
Assassin's Creed is like rumored to be like in the Witch Hunt.
Huh? The Witch Hunt.
That's the next. Yeah, it's like that's what they're like the witch trials. That's the rumor for the next Assassin's
Jeez.
Creed game.
You know, I loved Assassin's Creed when like the first two, and then that was it. After that, I played Black Flag a little bit, and then
Valhalla?
I stopped.
Severely underrated.
I felt like it was all the same stuff. I like the story part of it. I like what they did with that.
Because Ubisoft is a terrible company. Ubisoft is awful.
The first 5 games are the best ones. The first 2, the Altair one and then the Ezio Saga are the best ones.
Yeah, that's
Ezio
the Ezio
Trilogy.
Saga
Yeah.
is amazing.
Ubisoft is just
Yeah.
trash.
Yes. So yeah, there's that. I don't think I've heard too much about anything else. I mean, I'm sure we're gonna get the yearly Call of Duty thing here pretty soon. That's gonna come. and-
Actually, I heard they're not doing the yearly anymore.
see, I heard that before, but then I'm seeing things that they're talking about. It's coming.
I think me and Pete talked about it, where they just need to do it like they do Apex and Fortnite, where they have one game and they just update it.
Yes.
Or just make it a subscription service.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
DeGrace had said it to me before, and I thought that was a good.
People talk shit about
Good idea.
Fortnite, but they've been doing it right for years.
Yes.
Yep.
Very
I feel
true.
the same
Yep.
way with Madden.
Like,
why you keep making a new Madden? Just upgrade it, update it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Make Madden Ultimate Team and you just upgrade it every year, like a huge
Now
update.
you're saving so much money on disc and.
Well, it's
drive
because
and-
it's
Not
the
even that,
money.
and the fact that you lose everything every year. So what's the point of even doing it every year?
Well,
'Cause
that's
every year I gotta
because
buy it and do it
every
again.
year
Right.
people go out and buy the game, and that's what it is.
Yeah.
If they would do like you guys are saying, just upgrade the game, it would be better. But they're not going to because money is all they care about. They don't care what we think of the game. They just
They
care
make
that we're going to go
billions
there.
on microtransactions
Yes.
alone. They don't need to make games like that.
I don't disagree.
I feel like most games could be like that. Like Need for Speed would be another great one to do that too.
Need for Speed fell off though because this last one was awful.
That one was
Unbound was
so
awful.
trash.
Need for Speed
Like,
Underground. That's it.
Take me back to Underground.
if-
Yep,
Riders,
that's
if they,
it.
no, my favorite's Most Wanted, the first one, the silver BMW.
Yeah, Most Wanted was great too.
Oh,
If they
man.
remake that one,
If the
take
newest
my
one
money.
trash, I
Gran
bought it.
Turismo
I
boy.
played it.
I
I'm a
play
Gran
Gran Turismo
Turismo.
every day. I play
Cito
Gran
is
Turismo almost every
a
day.
aspiring sim racer, so you're touching his heart right now.
I wish.
You're touching his heart. Big sim
I
racer
wish.
guy over here.
No, I love
Um,
it though. I play Gran Turismo every day.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
You
So
know, I really
Huh?
hold on before we go. I just want to say what I really hope that they announce the God of War 1, 2, 3 remake or
yeah, can I
remaster
get that?
trilogy. I mean, that's just what I really hope they announce. Like,
You
I
have
really
Steam,
want
right?
that.
You should be able to get it.
Well,
Well, that's if they announce it. They have to announce
Yeah.
it
They're like,
first.
they got a remaster. I just want it.
Yeah,
My
can
Or
I,
the
Sony,
next
so I can-
Gears. Gears 6
well, yeah,
would be nice.
Gears Remastered coming. I can't wait for that.
It's gonna be crossplay. It's on, boys.
Can't wait.
I can't wait to stink at that.
Same.
I stink
same.
at Gears. I suck at Gears of War.
I need that God of War remaster just because I'm gonna play 2019 here pretty soon, so I would love to play the originals. And
Yeah, can you hurry up so we can talk about it?
yeah, well,
Yeah,
I'm
you
working
gotta
on
play
it.
that.
Working
Like, I'm
on
getting
it.
There's two
annoyed.
weird. Yeah,
I can't help it.
I just want
I'm a
to-
ghost hunter on the weekends. I can't help it.
Oh, yeah, Phasmo's a good game.
That's coming. I'm downloading it.
Ghost hunter,
Gears of War?
professional ghost hunter.
I was about to say I
yeah,
got
okay.
Outlast Trials too. So
Yep, it's on with that. So real quick, well, I wasn't gonna touch on it, but I do want to because it's just so big right now. This crap with Diddy is insane. The stuff that I keep seeing in this trial every day is insane. The amount of stuff that's coming out.
Did you see what they did to that one guy who he does Family Feud now? Steve Harvey?
No, I did not.
Oh, he's been blackmailing for like 25 years. Of
Really?
stuff he did to him. Yeah, look it up.
That's
Like
interesting.
Steve Harvey's been getting blackmailed for like doing the diddle with Diddy.
I just, it's insane to me what this guy has gotten away with, if it's true. And I do believe it's true. And after watching that video of what he did to his girlfriend in the hotel that day, where he like dragged her by the hair and stuff, like that's insane. And how it took this long to like come out and him
Money,
to have charges.
when you got money,
Yeah. Well, I mean, come on. I think we can all agree now. He definitely had something to do with Biggie getting killed. I mean, if there was any doubt,
100%.
if there was any doubt
100%.
before, it's definitely
Jimmy, I'm gonna
true
send you.
now.
I'm gonna send you a video on your phone. I want
think
you to
he
watch
meant-
this.
I think-
You tell me
I think he-
how you feel about it.
I think he single-handedly destroyed Justin Bieber because that's who Usher brought him up, and that was Diddy's artist.
Oh yeah, I
There's a lot
mean,
of
you
people.
like see, you just see the videos of Bieber when he was young, and now like anytime anyone talks about
He's a
it around
crash out.
him, he's like PTSD, bad.
No,
Right.
man.
And
Like
other members of Bad Boy too, they don't mess with him. Like Mace
No.
and
No, dude.
Cameron and all the other people, they left him years ago because
Did you
they
see
knew
what
all this
Nicki's
stuff.
mom
they
said
they
about
got their bag. They got their bag and they left.
They left, yeah.
which is why it makes me wonder too. Is Suge like the stuff that Suge Knight has said? I wonder if half of it's true now. Because now
Well,
you know now.
And you know who else is the best? I love when 50 Cent's got something to say.
Oh, dude, 50 is
Yeah.
I love 50
hilarious.
Cent.
He's the king of
He's
trolls.
so
50 is
funny.
hilarious. I forgot there was something. Oh, during the trial the other day, one of his old assistants, one of Diddy's old assistants, was saying how he was mad when they went to some award show and 50 was there and he was gonna pull his gun on him, and 50's on Instagram going, "Oh, Puffy got a gun. I guess I better run now." Like he's not worried about him. He just cracks joke at his expense all the time now, and I think it's hilarious.
Or the fact he bought all the tickets at Ja Rule's concert so nobody could go.
Yeah, dude, 50's
Hilarious.
hilarious. When he when I saw the other day that he was trying to have someone blow up Kid Cudi's car because
They did do
Yeah.
it.
he was
Yeah.
messing with his ex-girl. Like, this stuff is insane.
Yep.
Yeah, it's,
Like,
No,
it is
it's-
insane. Like, and the thing is like, how far down the rabbit hole does this go? You know, like, you got them talking about the stuff they cleaned up in hotel rooms and all the baby oil and him beating people, and like, how
not to
far down does the rabbit hole does this go?
All
Right,
that
yeah,
baby
yeah.
oil they found was from one property he owned. He owned several houses that he used to do this stuff in.
It's
like,
crazy. It's mind-boggling.
that's- And he's like one of the biggest people in the music industry. Has been since the 90s.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. It's
Well, when you can
crazy.
blackmail everybody, I mean,
Yeah, when you can just freaking when you got videotapes of everyone, so you're just like, hey, guess what we're
Yeah,
not
he's
going to do?
oh
taking
no,
everyone-
he's
taking
like a
everyone down.
professional scumbag. Like,
100%. 100%. So, yeah, it's definitely strange, and as much as I haven't wanted to keep up with it, I feel like I'm keeping up with it now. Like,
it's hard though
'Cause it's
because
everywhere.
every day
It's
there's
everywhere.
something new.
it's everywhere. Yeah, I saw a thing where Suge was saying that he should testify. Like, why?
He like warned people years ago about Diddy,
Yeah.
but people never believe Suge Knight because it's Suge Knight.
Yes, 100%. 100%. It's crazy.
It's like that Ellen DeGeneres stuff where she was like, they thought she was like helping export like children, and then she just moved to England out of nowhere.
Yeah. Yeah, there's definitely been
Is
some
she?
weird clips that pop up like every now and then when it comes to the celebrities and he's around them, and just weird. I really feel like there's gonna be some crazy stuff that's gonna come out here pretty soon. So all right, well that's gonna be it for tonight, guys. Like I said, next week we're gonna touch on the PFF defensive side of the ball, see what we can piss off the Grace with that. We'll go over the Summer Games Fest, what they talk about, and
Ooh, I'm excited.
yeah, it should be interesting. Hopefully, there's something good. I really hope we can get a preview of something good this week. And you said Sony's tomorrow to Grace, is that right?
State of play. Yeah. State of play.
Okay,
tomorrow.
so
at
there we
5
go.
Yeah,
We'll have
definitely.
notes on that as well.
Definitely be watching that tomorrow.
So hopefully next week we'll have PD back. PD was tied up with family business today, so
I might. Not be
oh
here
yes.
next
For those who are tuning in, we might not have Christopher next week. So, Christopher and his wife are expecting a child, and that should happen any day now. So,
week.
Congrats.
welcome to
Yeah.
the club.
Oh, first one. Perfect.
Yep.
Awesome.
First
And
one, so.
and
Oh, he was at your wedding. Yes.
and it's a girl.
You'll never love
Oh,
anybody like you love her.
that's right.
No, nobody.
That's right.
That's 100% true, bro.
That's right.
Can't wait. We are very excited. Thank you for all the.
Sorry, Tubbs, you haven't got into that that
I have a cat.
level as a.
That's right. He's got a cat. Cat
I don't know
dad.
if anyone wants to just click that
can't-
link I put in the chat.
Oh god, I'm gonna click it because
Straightforward.
all I see is Nicolas Cage, so I'm gonna click it. Like,
Just click it, just so
all
you
right.
can just
For
be
those
happy.
for those of you who don't know, DeGrace is a huge Nicolas Cage fan. He claims he is the greatest actor of our time, which we all know is not true. But this is what he just sent in the chat. There you have it. Con Air, Nicolas Cage.
I don't
Your
see it.
life,
Oh yeah.
Ugh.
that's how your life should be. That's how you should feel every day. when
That's
you
how
wake up,
happy you
so.
should be. You should be
That's how
Nicolas.
happy you should be.
You should be Nicolas Cage happy.
Yes.
And Con Air getting off
That is
the
a
bus
hell of a movie.
before he gets on a plane with Cyrus the Virus.
Yes.
All right,
That's
fellas.
how I feel.
I do appreciate you guys. I appreciate everyone that tuned in
sir.
tonight. And
No, of course.
we will be back next week, Tuesday, 8 p.m. I hope everybody has a good week. And if I gotta leave,
brother.
if I have to leave the people that are watching with anything, and I think this is gonna be my go-to every week now. It takes a lot, and I say this all the time. It takes a lot to be a crappy person. It takes nothing to be a good person to people. So just be a good person. Screw everybody else and what
It's
they
mental
think of
health
you.
month.
Yes,
Don't
yes,
be a dick.
yes. Big shout out to Tubbs. I did want to touch on that. We all know that it's a certain month that they talk about publicly a lot, but what they don't talk about is mental health month for men. And I think that the stigma that we can't talk about how we feel about certain things, and we got to put up this tough guy persona. It needs to stop, because I will tell you from personal experience, someone that suffer with depression for a while. If you don't get it out, it is going to eat you alive. So definitely get it out. Talk to somebody. Talk to your friends. I am lucky to be surrounded by this group of guys that I can reach out to at any point and talk to when I need to, and hopefully they feel the same. And I got a lot of love for you guys, and we'll see you guys next week.
Yes, sir.
All right,
Good
boys.
night.
Yes, sir.
Good night, boys.
Okay, bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.